Hello everyone and welcome to my little tutorial video or first impressions, not really first impressions, but impressions video of the Dinghy Walker. And yeah, it's also gonna be, I'm gonna show you the stats and stuff on the Walker, and I'm gonna tell you what I think it's useful for. So let's jump right into it. I'm already loaded in, so we have this map is very active right now. It's full. There's like 100 people, and I'm hoping that we don't get raided while I'm trying to do this video. So it's always that one. We've been having a lot of good times in the game. So let's jump to the last Oasis screen. Yeah, there we go. All right. So guys, I am here in the middle of the map, just hiding out, trying to stay a little covert. So. Everything should be fine. The Dinghy Walker. This is actually the Dinghy Walker I built in the start of season 2, on top of a mountain, and this walker has been through a lot already. It's already had its wings cut off. It's had a leg missing. Yeah, you know, it's been rebuilt a few times. The only thing that I somehow have not lost is like my ballistas. For some reason people don't really mind that they are there. So yeah, that's more or less it. It also has a little base in it, but I'm gonna do a tutorial on the base later. Because it's not ready yet, so that's whatever. Please don't mind the chat down there, that's whatever. People are fighting on the map. So yeah. Alright, but about the Dinghy Walker. So, first of all, let's do a quick information about what it costs to build. So, to get the Dinghy Walker, you have to unlock the Firefly, of course, and then you can unlock the Dinghy. The Dinghy is gonna cost you a bunch of wood, some fiber and stone. It's not really that expensive. It's just the only thing that you really need to get to start this Walker with the basic wings is the wood shaft and fiber weave. And you have to remember that it's 2 times what's it's saying here, right? Because you have 2 legs, 2 wings, right? So just remember that. So the thing that's actually the hardest to get is the stone, which is a problem in the beginning when you don't have like a pickaxe. So I almost always recommend trying to get pick up stones whenever you can. Like just pick them up and get them into your cargo. So when you start out with your Firefly. Anyways, Dinghy upgrades. So for now, since this is the start of season 2, we can only get the bone upgrades, and they're gonna set you back with, of course, they're gonna cost you some bone, and again we're gonna need some stone, and that's the most important of it. Rest of it is more or less easy to get, right? You have some upgrades that need some special things like earthwax and hide. I found it best to like get a stumping station and then stump Rufu wine into earthwax, so you get what you need. I haven't done the durability upgrade. I don't think I need it. I'll show you in a moment. The problem with the durability upgrade is that it costs Sitin. It's kind of easy to get though. You just kill Ner and then use the pickaxe on it. But again, you need the pickaxe, so it's not really that important in the beginning. Rope is the one thing you're gonna be. It's the one thing that's gonna take time for you to build, and I recommend getting the Dinghy small wings as fast as possible because they give the ship a lot more speed, and it also gives the ship. It's harder for them to hit your wings, so it's really important to get this one. But yeah, that's more or less what you need for the Dinghy Walker. Or you also need the potion, of course, the vision potion to build it. And that's more or less it, man. And as always, once you get your basic Dinghy Walker, go get your pickaxe, get your sickle. You might get your sickle before you get the pickaxe, but yeah, it helps you so much if you have the pickaxe because you need the stone and all that. So yeah. Anyways, let's go here. Okay, so for the last 2 days, I've been doing mostly fragment farming. So I have some frags here, and I think I found like 1,000 frags or something to get all my skills up. It's been quite good though. It's been quite good, and the season 2 has been really stable and everything. So it's been really good. It's been a lot of fun. When you get your ship, the beginning you will only have tier 1 upgrades. I recommend getting the tier 2 as fast as possible. If you're able to skip the tier 1 and do that, but I would also build the tier 1 and then upgrade to tier 2, just so you can get your farming going right. And bone is going to be an issue in the beginning, so just be aware of that. In my setup here, I have not taken this because I haven't gotten the sit-in plate, and I don't really think you need the durability in the beginning. Just get the most important are your water. Your water is very important for respawns. Your torque is also very important, and then get cargo, gear, and mobility. People tell me that mobility doesn't work really, or doesn't really give you anything, but I'm kind of not really sure that's true. I think they might have fixed something with it, because when I upgraded from mobility 1 to 2, it definitely has more turn rate. Like you can turn way faster, and I'm not sure if it might be the wings though, but it feels like acceleration is also a little bit better. So I would definitely get the mobility, but maybe get it last as the last thing. Get the other things first, right? And again, I would recommend starting with water, going to torque, getting your cargo, gear, and then mobility. Torque is very important on the Dinghy Walker. I'll talk about that in a moment, but yeah, it's really good. I also, if you get a torque module, I would slot it into the Dinghy, because the Dinghy is very dependent on torque, and it's so good when you have torque on it. And in the beginning, where you don't have windmills and stuff where you can generate torque, it's so good. But I was really lucky. I think it was like the 5th box I opened. I was like, oh shit, that's a torque module. So I was extremely lucky with that. Yeah, so definitely get that set up if you can. Other modules that might be useful in the beginning. I don't really think there's any other modules that might be useful. Maybe the sandy module if you're doing a lot of traveling to other oases. You might want to do the sandy module, because you can get sand out of the gears fast and travel to the next map. So that might be something you can use. But yeah, other than that, let's talk about the layout of the ship. I'm just trying to remember if there's anything I forgot to mention. Before we talk about the layout, I'm actually going to mention what I think my first impressions of this walker is. It's a basic walker that is really, it's an all-around walker. You can use this thing for a lot of things, and it's cheap compared to other walkers. So it's a really good walker in my opinion. It's a really good all-around walker. But it also has some other abilities that we can kind of talk about. That's kind of where the talk gets into it. So if we jump on the steering lever here, I can show you the stats of it. So the standard Dinghy has 1,380 weight. It has water storage capacity with bone upgrades 180, which will give you 9 respawns. You have a max torque of 1,200, I believe, when you have bone upgrades. And this is very important to get once you get your small wings and that stuff, and especially if you want to use the ship for some special things. So let's talk about the abilities of the ship, right? So this ship can be your daily farmer. It can be it's really good for the basic things like getting a good start. It can also be a cargo ship. You can use certain modules for cargo. But in the beginning it's not good, because if you have a non-quality one, you only have like 1 slot. You can upgrade this at the trade station, so you get more. You can put more of the same module in it, which is nice. But it's not really that good for a cargo ship, so it's not that useful yet. When we talk quality, that's where the cargo ship gets really useful as a Dinghy. Or a Dinghy gets really useful as a cargo ship, sorry about it. But yeah, the ship, if you have like quality 40 or 30, you can actually plot in more modules, which gives you 10 more. Oh wait, we have a guy here, of course. Oh, okay. Okay, kind of, no problem, I hope. I'm just gonna see where he's going down. Right, when we get to quality, we should be able to do a lot of more as a utility walker, right? But for basics, you really want the the walker to. I'm just looking at this guy, man. Okay, he's fun. For basics, you just want this walker to be like a all arounder, right? You could go farm, you can craft on it, you can do stuff. I do recommend though putting your crafting stuff on a building to begin with, since you don't have any modules that help your walker craft faster. It might be really useful to put them inside the walker so people can't raid you as easily. I would definitely recommend this in the beginning. Like as soon as you can, like build some foundations and plug your crafting stations on those. I'm not gonna pack out my base right now because I don't know what's going on the map, but just make sure that all your important stuff is on inside the pack module, inside the cargo hold of the ship. And always in the beginning watch your weight. You don't want to go over the 1300 or the walker becomes really slow, so just watch that. So the reason that we put in the torque is because the dinghy has a different way of reacting. The dinghy is equipped with a very large torque engine, which compared to its size gives the dinghy the ability to accelerate really hard. And I can actually show you this. I think I can show you this here maybe. But most walkers have a slight acceleration when you torque it, but a dinghy actually accelerates extremely fast. So this is like the normal speed, right? And then when I accelerate, it goes like this. Woo! So the dinghy has a very high top speed when you have torque on it. It will drain your torque really fast, but it will give you a very big speed bonus when you torque it. This makes the dinghy really useful for scouting missions or as a pirate ship actually. So it's a small, inexpensive ship that's very durable and very flexible. So you can use it as a daily farmer. You can use it as a cargo ship, small cargo ship, right? You can use it as a scouting vessel, and you can use it as a pirate ship. So you will probably see this ship a lot on the Oasis, and you'll see a lot of people riding it. The normal crew complement of this ship is what I would say 1 to 4 people. On my module, on my ship here, where I have certain things equipped, 4 people is the perfect setup. You have 1 pilot, you have 2 people on ballistas, and you have 1 support moving water and making sure that everything is repaired, and also protecting the pilot. You can easily man it as 1 or 2 people, but it's ideal for 4 people. You can also, instead of using ballistas, you can equip it for more PvP oriented and put scatterguns on it. Scatterguns are like shotguns that kill players and kill legs and wings of walkers really easily. So that's an option you have. The reason I have ballistas here is because I'm using it for fragment farming. So I'm using harpoons, right? But other than that, it's an option you have. I have seen some people using the what is it called again? I keep forgetting. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's see here. Using the repeater, right, on it, but it's not that normal right now because repeaters are not as good as scatterguns. They are good for long distance and they are inexpensive, but they are low damage at the moment. So it's a little bit of a different setup, right? You're also able to like put your cooking pot inside the hull of the ship, so you can actually just run over it like this. I don't think that's meant to be like that, but we're using it because that's how the game is right now, right? So some people will call that meshing. It is meshing, so it's not like totally super, but the devs they won't do anything if you mesh your campfire in there. That's totally fine. So what you do is just when you place your campfire, you just go first person and then you place it from underneath here, and it will snap to the wood thing right here, and you can place your campfire right there in the middle of it. You can also hide other stuff, but I usually don't like meshing, so I don't want to hide my ammo chest and shit inside the ship because I feel like it's not really how it's supposed to be. But that's just my personal preference. You don't have to listen to that at all. Do as you like with it, but you can mesh some certain things on the backside of the ship. Yeah, so that's more or less it. I am really happy with the Dinghy Walker. It's super good. And later I will build a base for it, where you put one Rupu on top of a small pyramid base, and then you actually have a small deployable base with a bed in it that you can assist your group with. So that's probably going to be really useful. So yeah, that's it. Other than that, let's make a little run for it with the walker. Let's see how it does in terrain and stuff. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I missed with it. I really like that it's so inexpensive and that it's like one of the fastest ships too. Like that makes it so like the larger ships are more tanky and have way more firepower, but they are slower, so you can almost always get away with your dinghy if you're fast enough at reacting, right? So if you just keep an eye out, you should be okay. And don't get stuck on trees and stuff. Oh, the one thing that this walker has though is that it is light, right? It's a small walker. So it does kinda get stopped by everything. So you need to be a little careful not to hit a cactus or some shit when you're going around. But yeah, that's totally fine. Ooh, I will take that when I get back. That's nice. A little wreck spawn here. But yeah, I can show you the acceleration of the walker really fast. So now I'm torquing it. You can see it on my right side. There's a red number. You can see it eats torque really fast, but the walker moves insanely fast now compared to before. So you can actually catch up to small ships pretty easily. Oh, that I kind of made it spin. That's not on purpose. But yeah, it is a little bit wild when you torque it. It will try to spin you out, so be a little bit aware of that. But the ship is really fast compared to its size. Whee! You can do donuts, that's for sure. But yeah, that's the Dinghy Walker for you guys. It's a really good starter ship, and I recommend getting a torque module in it. One thing I could say is that the HP of the walker is pretty awesome too. Like it takes a lot of, it takes fire arrows to open it, and the legs have 5k HP each, which is pretty nice. So you don't lose your legs too fast. The only thing that's really weak on the walker are the wings, and your pilot is exposed, right? You see where I'm standing, right? I'm pretty exposed to getting hit. So that's the only downside, or one of the downsides to the Dinghy Walker, is that your pilot is extremely exposed and you can't move the stick. It's set where it is, right? So you will always be exposed as the pilot. So it makes it kind of a dangerous vessel to take into combat, but it's definitely worth it. Dinghies can turn the way a match is going. If you put in, they can be really good support ships too, actually. Like, you pull dinghies in with a small base and a bed in it, like you have the hammock, the water bed in it, and then you just pop out the base before you go in, and then you go in with the guys and give them more respawns and stuff. And it's so inexpensive that you don't really mind losing it if it goes down, right? So, I am really happy with the dinghy design. It's a fun little ship. It's one of my favorites for sure. But yeah, that should be it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked my little introduction to the Dinghy Walker. And if I someday get a quality one, I will make an update and give you guys the info on what I think is the best modules for it. There might also be changes. This is the start of season 2, so please keep that in mind. If changes come up, I will make a new guide. And yeah, that's it. Please like and follow if you're watching on Facebook. Please like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And leave a comment if you have any questions. I will always be able to answer you when I see your comment. And yeah, have a nice day, guys, and stay safe in the oasis. This is Shepard signing out.